Hello again, my name is Russell Scott, and what I'm going to do is I am going to carve another caricature face. Before I do, I'll show you kind of another version of a blast from the past. I carved this nice little sun here from my previous carving, creating the Grinning Apple. This is kind of a concept piece. I got the little ray of sun rays coming up, and I just kind of put them in there. I'm not quite satisfied with how that was put in. This is just a concept piece. Another idea where you can probably cut have this in three pieces, where you have the front, the back, and then the center, which will have all the spikes. Except the problem is that when you glue them together, you probably will have to want to glue them together before you carve, but then while you're carving, it's kind of hard to have those spikes in there. But anyways, that's not what I'm going to teach you today. I want to teach you his little sidekick here, the moon, the Snoring Moon, sleeping Snoring Moon. And this is a smaller version of what we're going to do. There's no specific pattern to this. Got my wood cut out. I got a larger piece so you can see a little better as to what I'm doing. There's no pattern to this other than maybe just a crescent and whatever. If you want to carve the moon like this, I had this sort of like a short C instead of it coming all the way up. That would be a little more dramatic, but the problem is when you have little spikes coming up, it's hard to dig in there. So I'm pretty satisfied with this kind of shape. So it's really not a specific pattern. I mean, this is more like I'm more into carving the face and see what else we can do with it, and see what we can do here. This particular piece, you ask how thick it is. I neglected to get my ruler, but I'm thinking of 6 by 2, 6 inches long. No, what is it? That's about 7. No, I'll go 6 by 2. Again, you can make this just about any size and shape you want. The focus is on the head, is on the face. This is one I showed in an earlier video that I was planning on doing. That's what he's yawning away there. And like I said, this is a concept piece there, and I didn't dig too deep into the mouth. I just didn't want to go so far. I just wanted to get the logistical sense of it. And then it's time for us to get started. I want to round this off a little bit. I like rounding the blocks off a little bit because it makes it a little easier for carving when you don't have sharp corners. So I'll get that center line in there. And then I'm going to take about this much off. What's very interesting is I hope that this is not a hard piece of wood. You know, you get started and you're all enthusiastic about getting into a carving and then finding out that's hard. Well, let's take a look here. What I'm going to do, this is going to be the boring part, is I'm going to smooth it out a little bit. I'm going to put on my other glove. I like to put a glove on my chisel knife or chisel hand because of the if you slip, and kind of hurts the cuticles. But boy, this does feel like it's going to be one hefty piece of wood. So I think that's what I'm going to do right now. Is I'm going to just shut down. I'm going to just smooth things out, because I'm really going to rock this table here, trying to get that smoothed out. So I'll be right back. All right, I just smoothed this all out. I didn't think you wanted to watch me just spending half hour of whacking away at it. Just rounding it off. That's the back. And let's get started on the face. Draw a center line. Let's see, the nose, I think I might want a nose a little higher. A little higher. How did I put him? Like the bottom of the nose is almost in the center. So we'll make this a little higher. Is that right? Yeah, the bottom of the nose is in the center. When actually, of course, the eye is the center of a face, but this one's got he's got his mouth open, so. I'm just going to press on this table even though the table's going to wobble quite a bit. Make some adjustments in the nose later, of course. Now I've always wanted to figure out where the nose is always important. So once we carve the nose out, then we know where everything else is. I think we'll put the eye right up here. Not here. Let's adjust the light a little bit here so don't get some weird shadowing. Well, shadows are going to happen, but all right, we'll make a large upside down V. Now I'm just going to take the knife and just cut this out, get it started, and then I'm going to start using the chisels. Let me get a little closer here. Start using the chisels and then smooth it all out. Where's my knife? Now we want to cut away from the nose, not like this, but like this. Away from the nose. I'm thinking the nose might be a little too big, but then let's try it with a big nose. Now we're going to take a chip out from here down. And that should pop out, my favorite word. Come on. Well, that didn't turn out too good. But it's going to come out of there. Whether it likes it or not, it is coming out. There. There's one chip. And then another chip is going to go from here, and it's going to go parallel with the eye line and meet this cut here. And as I mentioned before, this is one of those do as I say and not as I do. Put the thumb, when you're doing the push cut, put the thumb on the knife and not on your other thumb. It's been years and I still can't get out of that habit. Same thing away from the nose. And I like to rotate the carving instead of coming across and come to the end and slashing. Let's start sort of shallow here and then go deep. It's kind of difficult to hold. Same thing from here down. We're going to take one chip out. And I have a feeling this one I took a little too much off. Now you could do this one little chip at a time. You don't have to dig like I am here. You can just do one little chip at a time and just keep digging. I mean, I just got used to, and I think strengthened my muscles on making larger chips. And then same here, the blade is parallel with the eye line. It goes down to the eye line, stops at the eye line. And there we go. Yeah, that nose is pretty big. Let's see I hope that's going to fit on the mouth pretty good. I think it'll fit pretty good. Let's imagine that. How big of a nose? It's going to be thinned out a little bit anyways to fit. This is just to get things started here in the eyes. Now I want to make this cut. There's the eye line right here. I want to make a cut that goes 45 to that eye line, come on top, 45 to this eye line, and makes like a 90 degree cut like that. And we will shape the nose out as we go, and the eyes. Now I want to try to figure out the end of the nose here, try to figure out where the mouth is going to go. When I round this off, I wanted to save a little bit here, or quite a bit here, because the mouth, he's going to have some cheeks, and we're going to do quite a bit with that. Okay, let's figure out how this is going to go. Let's just see if we can figure. Too bad it doesn't don't have it, so you can just maybe a piece of bubble gum. Maybe that's what I should do. Bubble gum. We can even look at this guy here too. We can do that. And so the mouth, he's snoring, and I'd like to have this mouth kind of really funny looking. Almost. And that's where that's going to go. Now, I just wanted to pencil that in just so I can, get a feel of how this is going to go. Let me adjust the camera a little bit, just a little bit, if I can, a little bit down there. See, I got my little, okay. Oops, don't hit the light. There. Bring the light back. Okay, the type of nose that I've made last time, I'm going to try it again, is by using a number 9, smaller number 9. Engine number 9, where the heck did you, there he is. Okay, it's a number 9 tool. And whatever millimeter that is, I don't know, should I go bigger? I might not want to go bigger. This is a 5. I'm going to start with a, this is a 5. Or a 9 would still be better, but I need a larger 9. And you dig down like this. What I'm doing is I'm coming across and digging and coming up like this. I like to use the chisels on the nose when I make larger noses. If I make smaller noses, smaller Santa noses, then I'd like to just use my knife. Same thing on this side. Make sure that he's about as even as. Cut that out of there. He's got a big honking nose, doesn't he? Oi.